All right, so this gland does not want to come off, and I don't like to heat these things up because you risk kind of misshaping them, making them warp. But there is a method that I've used. I was taught it a long time ago, and it has always worked for me. It's called the peening method, and I'm going to use that on this cylinder to get it to break loose because I've got this breaker bar on it, and I have put even a longer pole on it, and this gland does not want to budge. So the peening method, you need a ball peen hammer. It's got the rounded end on it like this. Basically, you go around the threads of the gland, which are going to be, in this area of the sleeve of this cylinder, and you just pop it. Now, you got to give it a pretty good little hit, but you don't need to hit it so hard that you're just like giving it all you got. You just got to tap it all the way around. And what that's doing is, I don't know the whole concepts of ball peen hammers. Please put that down in the comments if you do know more about what this is doing. But from what I understand is when you use a ball peen hammer like this, it just temporarily and somewhat quickly, I believe, expands and contrasts the metal, which helps break the seal. People use these in welding and all of that. I don't know, but I have never had a problem with a cylinder, even really old nasty ones, after I've used the peening method. Now, you may have to get after it the older and worse it is, but I'm assuming since this seal's never been changed and this is all original, I'm not gonna have to go too crazy, but we'll find out. So I'm gonna go all the way around this thing like this. You need to do it all the way around and break the seal all the way around, bottom of the cylinder and everything, and that should come off a lot easier. So there's another thing I wanna add here that I was thinking about while I was doing it. I went around this as good as I can. I can't get on the bottom, but I went around this well. Do not, and I repeat, do not hit the cylinder, this main portion of your cylinder, the shaft. If you scar that, you're gonna be going through seals like crazy. Do not hit this shaft with a hammer at all. Bad, really bad. So stick with this. And the other thing is, if you hear it sounding kind of hollow when you hit it, you're going too far down the sleeve, because then you're just getting into where there's nothing behind it. It should sound very solid when you hit it because it's hitting the gland where the gland and the sleeve come together. If it sounds hollow, you're getting down into the open part of the sleeve, which that ain't gonna help you, and you're just gonna warp your sleeve. All right, so I did have to move up from, please, to I'm not asking anymore, but it did fine. I did not heat it. It looks crazy because I did start with the smaller hammer, which just wasn't getting it going. So I went to the bigger hammer. I mean, I did hit it quite a bit, but it does it. I did not heat this up, anything, no big pipe wrench, nothing. So watch now. There it goes. And that's it. The peening method has worked for me every time I've used it. You have to use it a little bit more sometimes, like this one was not wanting to come off, but I moved up to a little bigger hammer and it did the trick. I'm assuming this is why the peening method works so well. Look at all of that Loctite in there, that red crystallized material. It's falling down out of it as I'm going. These threads are completely sealed from the factory when they put these things together. So the peening on that is helping break that up so you can bust this loose. Heat, maybe would melt that down. I don't know, but this has always worked great.